The state of Iowa is investing $25 million into what's turned into a big problem here in central Iowa, clean water. Local 5's Emily Carlson explains how the money attacks the problem from multiple angles.
Yeah, that's right, Stephanie. You've probably heard a lot about how high the nitrate levels are in drinking water. And the problem and solution are complicated. Farmers put fertilizer with nitrogen on their crops. It rains and the runoff enters the Des Moines and Raccoon Rivers, central Iowa's drinking water source. And Central Iowa Water Works can't keep up. Last summer, CIWW asked people to stop watering their lawns. Today, the governor announced a big investment, $25 million to upgrade Central Iowa Water Works' nitrate removal system. That will double its capacity in 3 years.
Together, we're all part of the solution because water quality isn't a farm issue, it isn't a city issue, and it isn't a political issue, but it absolutely is non-negotiable.
The theme today was that Iowa needs to do more and that the problem starts in the farm and ends in the faucet. The funding also gives more money to the Department of Natural Resources to increase water quality monitoring, provides rural community low loans to upgrade their infrastructure, and gives funding to farmers to plant cover crops or edge of field buffers. A lot of the money is being shifted from programs the governor says aren't effective. The first time the state ever allocated money for water quality was back in 2018. Now the Secretary of Ag says we know that reducing nitrate levels does not fall squarely on the shoulders of Central Iowa Water Works.
By improving, yes, our water treatment systems, but also being able to work upstream. By doing all of this, it'll allow us to better address unpredictable weather patterns and minimize the spikes in nitrate levels like we're currently experiencing.
The nitrate levels are the highest in wet years, which is the reason why they were higher last year and this year. A professor today said that Iowa State University is trying to figure out what's happening in the field, which will directly improve water quality. And all, Reynolds said the Republican plan invests $312 million over the next 12 years. Democrats reacted to the proposal, saying that it represents a drop in the bucket compared to what must be done, but at least it's a drop. Democrats add that their plan is more bold and comprehensive, with a thought that Iowa can't grow its economy without addressing the clean water issue. Stephanie.
Emily, thank you. And the governor's announcement comes as Iowa made national headlines last fall for its cancer rate, the second highest in the country. Above all, people wanted to know, does Iowa's water cause cancer? Central Iowa Water Works nitrate removal facility has run all but 2 weeks this year. Because of that facility, water still meets federal nitrate standards.
All the measures that we're seeing, especially when you hear about nitrate levels in the news, is, it seems like we're not making significant progress towards making those source waters more reliable. So if we're going to continue to see them get degraded with chemical contaminants or microbial contaminants, that's going to make the job harder for water system operators and consumers to find reliable drinking water.
Local 5 talked to cancer experts and survivors, environmental advocates and farmers to explore whether Iowa's nitrate levels contribute to the state's high cancer rate. Watch the result of our months-long investigation on We Are Iowa Plus. On New Tonight, the tulips have bloomed and visitors are already hitting the town of Pella as we're just under a week from the annual Tulip Time Festival. As Local 5's J.D. Snover reports, the weather can throw a wrench into it, but this year's crop is looking good.
These flowers are a staple this time of year here in Pella, and over the next week, thousands will come through to look at them and to celebrate the city's Dutch heritage.
Downtown Pella is already starting to fill up with visitors from near and far.
Smile, where's your smile?
They're snapping photos
To remember the day, it's a beautiful spring day and the beautiful flowers.
The flowers are so pretty.
And many are hoping to beat the rush before next week's Tulip Time Festival. What they're seeing now is the result of months of preparation.
We plant tulips back in the fall, so October, November is when we're planting those bulbs.
But planting isn't always easy, especially with Iowa's unpredictable spring weather. This year brought early heat.
And then that hot weather made their bloom lives really short, so they didn't last super long. But those ones that held on a little bit, like this bed behind me, they opened just at the tail end of those hot days.
That paired with cooler weather, including potential frost this weekend, should preserve the flowers long enough to be around for the festival. And adding even more color will be traditional Dutch costumes, which is Galligan's favorite part.
One of them was made by my grandma, so that's really special to me. And it's just a really cool, visible way to show off this culture and this connection.
If you're visiting for the first time, there is one thing you should know.
The tulips are the hook, but there's so much more to do and see. I mean, for one, it's a free festival, right? You get in and it's the whole town. It's not like there's festival grounds you have to pay to get in or anything like that.
Now, all the fun with Tulip Time officially starts on Thursdays, but the flowers will be around whenever you get a chance to come check them out. In Pella, I'm JD Snover, Local 5 News.